My name is Crystal Barnett. I'm the Executive Director of Bridge to Hope St. Louis. And I'm here with parents and grandparents that are representative from our most struggling districts. And we have a message for the city of St. Louis. I wanted to start off by thanking our new mayor, Tashara Jones, for ushering in a spirit of unity and a spirit of collectiveness and a we can attitude. And I also want to thank the new school board members who will be making the decisions for the next 4 years from one of our largest districts that serves Black and brown students, and that's St. Louis Public Schools. I also want to thank charter schools for being willing to come in and be collective with us, because we need every space that our kids are in to serve them well. So let's stop the dumb argument about what charters aren't doing and what St. Louis Public isn't doing, and let's start doing what we need to do to catch our children up. This is a representation of the parents that your schools serve, and it's time to start centering them. Every decision that you make with that new money from the American Relief Act, that $100 million needs to address the issues of the students. It needs to serve the students well and not leave them still not reading and still below grade level and going from year to year like social promotion. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, a once in a generation, that you're gonna get so much money that we can even end the narrative of we don't have enough money and we don't have enough resources. We actually will. So let's see what all that money and those resources can do. We're all standing out here because we want change, and we are tired. There's no such thing as it can't be done. There's no such thing as a child gap. There's either a teacher gap, a belief gap, or we're not doing enough in their classroom to catch those kids up the way they should be, including our special needs students. They need their support. That's what that money should be used for extra tutoring, for reading specialists, for any support that the child needs. Not what you want to do and what makes you comfortable in your classroom, but what's going to actually make that child thrive. That's why we're out here. We want the 88% of students that can't read to disappear. And it is possible if we all come together and stop the dumb narrative and create a plan, an individualized plan for those students to catch them up. I'm here with Miss DeVita. I want her to tell you a story about her son.
Hello everyone, my name is DeVita Cook. I am a mother of one son in St. Louis Public Schools. For my son, it all started when he was in first grade, when I received a phone call telling me I needed to come and get him from school or he'll be escorted off the ground. What's worse is when I tried to get to him, I could not reach anyone. I found my child being isolated and threatened by his teacher. I've always worked with my son and believed he needed extra help. Eventually, he was diagnosed with ADHD and basic reading instruction. After moving him from school to school, I still could not find a school that would meet his needs. With every school transition, his learning gaps got bigger and bigger. We even saw legal representation because his rights as a student were not being enforced. Just 4 years ago, I tried to enroll him into Columbia Elementary, and the principal flat out said, "No, I'm not having it here." Finally, in 6th grade, we found a school that taught him, loved him, and met his needs. Unfortunately, he has lost so much in the last year. He was thriving and he worked so hard. He loves making good grades, but virtual learning has been a disaster for him. He's not being supported. I am only one story of thousands of parents who have no access to education our children deserve. The system is failing my child. The system failed my generation, my parents, my grandparents. It's time to kill the school to prison pipeline and make sure every child can read and be ready to succeed in life and after school. Join me in the fight.
Okay, back now, come on.
The last thing I want to say to St. Louis is that it's going to take all of us. If you are a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, a cousin, an uncle, a big brother, this is your fight. Everything that we do that pushes a kid towards their success and purpose is what we need to do. Even when we come to the table, to have this conversation in the city about how to correct education, we need to come with that premise in mind. What is it that we need to do that is going to push our kids from where they are to where we know that they can achieve? That is what Bridge to Hope is about. That is what Ms. Davita is about, and that is what I represent. So I want to thank everybody for coming out here today. I want to thank all of you St. Louisans for believing in the students of our city. And I want to thank you to the mayor and the new school board, because we're going to hold you accountable. And we're looking forward to you doing great things. And Kelvin Adams, I'm looking forward to you coming up with a great plan that you're going to include community in, that parents can get behind, and that everybody is centering the students when they do. So thank you all for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Yes.